back as early as 3500 BC, throughout history, humans have been using tattooing to prevent against witchcraft and bullets, claim membership in gangs, honor their loved ones, and purely for just decoration. However, in Europe and most of North America, tattooing was often considered discredited. However, tattooing became more acceptable in the Victorian era. Come the turn of the 20th century, tattooing is now adorned by not only sailors and convicts, but also by the royal family and trusted business professionals like myself. And we're in Cartersville, Georgia today, where we're gonna meet a man that not only tattoos to help fight PTSD, but he actually created a religion around tattoos called Creative Ink. Have I got your interest piqued? I'm Gianni Saratani, the Mortgage Godfather. This is Financing the American Dream. Let's go in and take a look and see what this is all about. Hey guys, I'm here with Steve Hullander, owner of Paragon Tattoos and creator of Creative Ink. Steve, thanks for having us here today. Tell us what's going on over here.
Well, today we're going to be doing a Creative Ink tattoo version of the red and green Hulk he picked out for us.
Very cool. Give me a little background. How did you get into tattooing originally?
I actually had some friends hound me for quite a while, always into art, drawing, any art form really. After a while, they just hounded me enough to where I started dabbling into it. Once I got started, I just kind of fell in love with it. Been with it 16 years, 17 years now. My father died in 2020. He was a Vietnam vet. A lot of the time, they were helping him with his alcohol. So he was an alcoholic and he was a workaholic. After he passed, I kind of started realizing signs that could have been treated, but back then nobody really talked about PTSD when he was going through everything.
Right.
Then I kind of got thinking, because we help a lot of people with therapeutic tattooing. The guys who need it most are the guys who take care of us, protect us, and do everything else for us, where nobody else really helps them.
Our veterans, our law enforcement, all the guys that wear the uniform, protect us, domestically, foreign, all those guys. That's what you're talking about, right?
Best thing I could figure out is doing a little bit of tattoo therapy on the house. So what we do is, the guys that need it can really use the help. We do the first 4 hours for free, kind of get them in the chair, get them to fill out, then we just kind of go from there.
Gotcha.
Do what I can to help them where I can.
Steve, tell me a little bit about the approach that you're taking with the youth as it adheres to the Creative Ink. I know you're doing some special things. Can you elaborate, tell us a little bit about that?
What we're trying to do is help with the self-harmers. Anybody that inflicts self-harm on themselves. What we're trying to do is get them to decorate the body instead of destroying it. So instead of cutting themselves, is getting them tattoo work done. In the state of Georgia, we're not allowed to tattoo anybody under the age of 18. Trying to go and get a law amended to where we can help those in need on that stuff. You know, we're just trying to look at another way to help them instead of destroying their body, decorate it with artwork.
Absolutely. Evan, I know you just got inked. What was the feeling like that?
It's fun.
Yeah?
Hurts a little bit.
Hurt a little bit.
Steve is a good dude. It's a good conversation.
Awesome. Would you mind coming with me so we can just chat a little bit about that?
Let's do it.
Awesome. Appreciate it. Tell us a little bit about your professional career in law enforcement.
I got hired by Marietta City Police in 2006. I spent about 2 years on regular patrol. I was transferred to narcotics in 2010. Worked there till 2016 when my second son was born. Went to homicide for 9 months, and then I came back to gangs and narcotics for another year, and then I decided to take an early retirement and be a dad.
What has Creative Ink done for your life in the form of PTSD? Because I know that's what Steve is really trying to fight, and you clearly have seen a lot.
Yeah.
So in your particular situation, how has Creative Ink really helped you and your family and your day-to-day living?
It gives me an outlet. You know, You know, some people they take time and they want these crazy designs and it takes years, but for me, it was more so just some fellowship with somebody who knows what you've seen or what you've done, or somebody that's been around multiple of us. There's hundreds of us that have come in here and seen him, so he knows how to talk to us and allows us to relate in certain ways, and then to have an outlet here makes me a better dad, do my job better, be a better husband, be a better son, and because when you hold all those things in, it affects the rest of your life. This tattoo is for my old partner. When I was in law enforcement, he took his own life, and because of some things that we saw and we did, he didn't talk to anybody.
Right.
It was always hold it in, men don't cry, be a tough guy. This stuff doesn't bother us. It does.
Yeah.
Maybe not at that moment,
Right.
but as the years stack on years, and go talk to somebody.
Yeah.
Go cry. Go scream. Go do what you got to do to get those things out, because if not, ultimately one day it's going to win. And unfortunately, it took my best friend from me.
I still remember I got my very first tattoo at the age of 16, and at the age of 45, I'm still getting inked. Every time I go under the needle, it's a new transformation. I come out a different person. The feeling is euphoric and therapeutic. Although the tattoo culture is not for everyone, it's definitely been more accepted since mainstream media made it more publicly acceptable. I want to thank Steve Hollander and Creative Inc. for their mission of helping to fight PTSD for the men and women that make the ultimate sacrifice. I'm Gianni Saratani, the Mortgage Godfather, signing off. This is Financing the American Dream.